Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG. It's on the west spawn of Sand River Encounter, and it's under the command of Angelina75. Well, as you know, Angelina's in contest with Talon 1958 to win the Weekend Lion. She won it at the start of the week with virtually her first game, the one on the Gorilla, where she scored an ace tanker, and if you score an ace you win the Weekend Lion outright. But she played this game just the other day and she thought everyone would like to see it. Okay, Tier 7 German SPG, it's got a 15cm howitzer and it's mounted on a Panther hull. She's leading the Caliban. Yeah, not quite enough lead on that one to hit the Caliban, but she will correct that with the next shot. Now, the reason you might not have seen that many replays or videos on the What Arty Noobs channel just recently is mainly because I've been playing the game to try and get all the freebies that Wargaming are offering, such as the spare crew. Yes, she did correct it because she got a hit on the Caliban this time for 213. He's stunned. And she's going to try for another shot, but the T-20 is moving in to get the kill. And in fact, actually, the kill went to the T-56, who we couldn't see. Okay, enemy T-20, right at the back, near the spawn point for the enemy team. Rounds out. Long flight time. It's right over the battlefield. You see those shells arcing through the sky towards their target, but yes, he managed to pull back in time. He got advance warning, and that's why we're not getting so much damage on enemy tanks that are further away, because they have enough time to move back into cover. Rounds out on the Tiger 1. Direct hit. 230 hit points. I think it hit the side. Oh! We just got stunned by the enemy Arty trying a counter battery. Now that might be because Angelina was in a very well-known spot. Now she's moving to avoid any further chance that the enemy will work out where she was. They probably saw the tracer and saw that she was in a very familiar spot and thought, well, we'll have her. There's two Artys on each team, so one of them obviously knows how to do counter battery. Okay, she's ready now to shoot. In the intervening time, she actually did get quite a lot of stun assist off that Tiger 1. You can see that in the records and the log. Her next shot stuns and splashes the Oni. And he's taking more damage, which means her stun assist total has now reached 2,300. Oh my god, this is a really good game for her straight off the bat. She's been hitting the right targets and picking up huge amounts of stun assist. That's why it's so much better to play with standards HE with the stun than it is without. I know Wargaming are trying to cut back on the stun by decreasing the amount of damage to try and persuade people not to use the stun shells and to encourage them to use the special shells. But of course, the smart players are not doing that. They are using the HE and the stun. Well, she stunned both of those guys, and she's getting even more stun assist off the front lever. Skoda T-56 in the cap area. Now, can she get a shell into him? She's lost sight of him. But, oh, she saw some damage. Fires the shell at the damage. And she got 2 capture points. So she did touch the Skoda and possibly did some damage to him. Oh, that lever's going to kill the T-20. He's got a 105mm and the T-20 hasn't. And he goes down. Okay, he's turning. Work out where he's going to go next. She fires at the spot where he turned and gets some stun. And he is killed, so she picks up more stun assist. Now up to just under 3,000 stun. Skoda's now visible. She's hurriedly loading. She's got a reload time, 21.21 seconds. Standard reload is 25.89. Oh, Skoda blown to pieces. Turret fell off. She's now aiming for the ISU 152. Can she get a shot on him? He's taking a huge amount of damage and he goes before she shoots. Oh, now that was all very, very hectic. We're 2 up on the enemy at the moment. She's found a VK3002D. She's aiming behind him. Work out where he's going to fall back to after he shoots. That's it. And he'll drive back into the shell. Oh, she did it! Yes! It did landed next to him, but it still got some damage on him. And that was very careful placing of the shell on the anticipated course of a tank after he takes a shoot and pulls back into cover. Very nice. Okay, still 2 up on the enemy. She's changing position again to avoid any chance that the enemy's going to work out where she is. She's got no threat from any wandering tanks appearing out of nowhere and putting shots into her. She's aiming for the steel Waffenträger. Lands the shell exactly where she aimed it. Doesn't necessarily mean that the steel Waffenträger wasn't there, because remember, she did get some stun assist off the, or some capture points rather, off the Skoda by placing a shell where she thought he was, and she did actually hit him. Okay, she's looking around for the enemy Arty, looking for the tracer. She's anticipating he's going to be somewhere in this area. It's all about peripheral vision, looking at the screen and trying to see where the tracer is, and then when you spot the tracer, working out where the track of the tracer ends. She fires at the bushes. Direct hit on that spot, but not sure if he was there. She's having a general look round now to see if she can spot him. Oh, there he is! He's actually in that little dip. You saw where the tracer was. The tracer could only have come from an Arty that was in that spot. So she fires around back down the line. Unfortunately, it hits the rock in front of there. So she probably only stunned him and gave him effectively warning to get out of that spot. Of course, if you do get hit by stun from an enemy counter battery, you have to move straight away because you know that the enemy has worked out where you are. Oh, lovely shot right into the rear of the VK. Tracks him. That was the enemy, our teammate in the other RT. Overshot him and went behind him. And there's the kill shot from the Scorpion. So we're still 2 up on the enemy. They've managed to claw one back. She's looking around, see if she can spot that tracer again. I doubt that enemy Arty will be there. If he's smart, he will have moved. He's trying to work out. Oh, there you go. He has moved, and he's just in front of those bushes there, just behind the ridgeline. That was a nice shot. It looks like he's constantly moving after he shoots now to avoid counter battery because he knows Angelina's good at it. Angelina's getting closer to the enemy, which always helps. The closer you are, the shorter the flight time, the more likely you're going to get an accurate hit on the enemy. Enemy Scorpion seen in this area. The GSOR's moving in. There he is. Go for the shot. Rounds out. Oh, kill shot! It looked like our fellow Arty splashed the Scorpion and managed to get most of his hit points, and Angelina fired a round in that actually hit him, and looks like, well, she picked up the rest, 24 hit points. I think that might have been a penetrating shot. Okay, enemy T20. Well, no, it's a steel Waffenträger. I thought it was big T20. There's the T20. Going for the steel Waffenträger. She splashes him, and he's out the game. That's 2 kills. Can she get this T20? Well, he's a one-shot now, but he's been in cover. He's in defilade. He's got those the cliff edge protecting him. So instead, we're going for a Striv S1 seen in the bushes. Hits the rock face. Unfortunately, that would have protected the Striv from that shot. Okay, just waiting for the reload to go through. Almost there. T20's popped out again. But this time he left it too long and he's been taken out. She's dialing in on the Striv S1. That's it. Rounds out. Good shot. Yes! She got a direct hit. 291 hit points and loads of stun assist afterwards. I think the Striv S1 is badly injured now. Okay, enemy Arty's been spotted. It's an M12. He was near the dip where we thought he was, but the kill shot goes to the M4Y, the Yo tank, and that was the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Angelina75 and the GW Panther. She managed to get a bruise in the middle for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she managed to get 11 in that game, a lot. So that means a lot of direct hits, and also she got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on the team. In fact, you have to scroll the bar if you want to see all of the targets she struck during that game. There was a lot of them. Her win rate from the battle was 1,820, which is high and very, very good indeed. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, she didn't get the highest damage in that game. That actually went to the GSOR 1008, who got 2,936 hit points. Second highest damage was the Scorpion G with 2,629. And third highest damage went to the Scorpion G on the enemy team with 2,421. And that was the one that Angelina killed. Angelina picked up 1,251. As you know, she got the Confederate. The KV-3 picked up a Steel Wall. The M4Y, the Yo tank, managed to get a Spartan. Let's have a look at kills. Well, when it comes to kills, she's actually enjoyed second place, because the highest number was the GSOR 1008 getting 3. The Scorpion got 3. And then there's 2 kills to the Carnarvon, to Angelina, and to the Steel Waffenträger. So joint second place. And when it came to base XP, she's in second position because the GSOR managed 1,163 based on its high caliber. 1,134 went to Angelina, which means she's one of only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. The third highest was the Scorpion G, who only managed 977. Angelina fired 19 rounds in that game. She got 5 direct hits on the enemy and 1 penetration. That was the Scorpion at the towards the end of the battle. Her teammate actually did hit the Scorpion, stripped away most of his hit points, but Angelina's shot was much more precise, landed on the front of the Scorpion and went straight through the armor and took him out altogether. And she got 18 splash on the enemy, and well, that helped her a great deal because that's why she's got the ace tanker. 1,251 hit points of damage, and all of it at more than 300 meters. She did receive 1 hit by way of splash. That was from a near miss from the enemy Arty, but it warned her to move position, and she did, and she avoided any further contact with the enemy Arty. Well, apart from actually hitting them, 10 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, but this is why she's got the ace and such a high result. Look at that, 3,340 hit points for stun assist. She was very good at placing the shots so that they would stun the enemy, and then her teammates were taking out the enemy tanks, and that's why it's a really good idea to use the standard HE with the stun, because that's how you actually end up with huge stun totals and lots of credits. 16 stuns out of that game, 2 defense points. She did touch the Skoda whilst he was actually capping. That blind shot she fired in, she could see the destruction of the buildings. Yes, he was there, and she splashed him with one of those rounds. 55,247 credits earned for the battle, 20,441 for holiday ops, total of 75,688. After ammunition respawn, she took away a profit of 54,408 credits for the game. 1,701 XP times 2 for the first victory took away 3,402 experience points altogether. So that was a really great game by Angelina, and the fact is that she would have won the weekend's lie-in with this game alone, because Talon didn't manage to get an ace tanker during this week, or at least one that he could report, and Angelina had already actually won the weekend lie-in with one of her first games in the Gorilla. So Talon really didn't see the need to actually get an ace tanker because Angelina had already won it. But it just goes to show that Angelina's getting better and better at the game, and all her instructor in this has been Talon. So he's actually teaching her to be much better than he is. So she has exceeded the master. Anyway, I hope you understand that there have only been a few videos on the What Arty Noobs channel in the past week or so, and the reason for that is I am playing the game myself, trying to get all the freebies that Wargaming are offering, and that means there's less output of videos on What Arty Noobs, because of course it takes longer to actually produce a commentative video than it does to produce the general videos, which I can just bash out straight away whilst I'm doing something else. So it's easier to do those, but I will be increasing output after Holiday Ops is over. There will be a lot of replays coming out, so all those people who keep sending me replays at the moment, don't worry, they are being logged, they will be done. It's just I need some time to actually play the game myself for a while. After 6 months of not playing it, I'm rather getting into it again and rather enjoying all the results I'm getting. I hope you enjoyed this replay. Congratulations to Angelina for another ace tanker, and thank you for watching.